Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine. This is Beauty by Jazz, of course. This look, we're going to give you some fall colors. Stick around and let's get started. Alrighty, so I already went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. So I'm going in with the James Charles palette in the color Cold James. So in this video, I'm going to be using two palettes. I'm going to be using the James Charles palette by Morphe and also the Fierce by Nature by Morphe. So I'm taking the E27 brush and just going in with that shade. Like I said, color Cold James. This is going to be my transition shade. And just basically just getting it all over my eyelid. So we can go from there to the next step. Alrighty, so I'm taking that Fierce by Nature palette and I'm going in with the color Ball of Fire using that same E27 brush. It's going to be more of an orange shade because that's what I really wanted. And then you guys, I'm just slowly building that color up. It's going to take some time, but it's coming out the way that I want it eventually. Alrighty, so I'm going back into that Fierce by Nature palette, and I'm not really sure what type of brush this is. It's by Wetnwild. I want to say it's a crease blending brush. But I'm going in with the shade I believe called Stamina. And just going into my crease. I wanted to darken it up a little bit. It did take a little bit of a minute to basically build onto it, but it all worked out. Then I'm taking my E27 brush, just going back in with that shade of Ball of Fire just to blend out the brown and the orange. Make sure it's all blending together pretty great. Alrighty, now I'm taking my M506 brush and I'm going in that James Charles palette and I'm going into the color called Tea, darkening up that brown even more because it's a certain look that I'm going for. Remember, you guys, this is a fall color kind of look, so definitely want to get those fall colors on the eye. Alrighty, and then we're going to darken that shade up even more. So I'm going in, same James Charles palette again, with the color called Spooky. So this one is a color that you really have to take your time with, because working with darker colors is always a little bit of a challenge, just because they can kind of get everywhere if you're not really taking your time with it. So even though the camera sped up, I was just like, all right, build up on it gently, Jazz. Don't rush into this. All right, and then I'm going back in with that Wetnwild brush and just blending out the brown and the black so that way they can blend together nice and neat. Going back in with that E27 brush with the color Ball of Fire, just to make sure everything is nice and blended. That way the colors haven't lost their transition, because they definitely can kind of diminish when you're working with darker colors. So definitely want to make sure it's back brighter. Y'all know me, I'm always looking for something. Find what I was looking for. My concealer. Y'all know what time it is. Cut crease time. I always use my Tarte Tape Shape in the color Light Sand to cut my creases. And I am using a Morphe M124 brush to cut my crease. You guys know my struggle because I have hooded eyes. I have to put the concealer on my eyelid first and then look up, which gives me the line where I'm going to cut my crease. And then just slowly take my time cutting my crease, because with hooded eyes, it just never works out the way that you want it to. So make sure you take your time while you do this, guys. If you guys want to see a cut crease video, let me know in the comments down below. Because I know with everybody having different eye sets, and I know with hooded eyes is always a struggle. So let me know if you want me to make one. Once I've got that concealer place where I want it to go, I just take a random little flat brush and just set it. Just make sure it doesn't move. I went ahead and did my other eye off camera so that way we can get into the next step. So I was trying to figure out what color orange I wanted to go into, because considering I was trying to go for a look. So I decided to go into that James Charles palette and go in with the color 518. And I'm using a E19 brush and just slowly packing that shade on. This is one of those colors that you really have to build up on. For some odd reason with this shade, it just, I don't know, it's weird. It's like I like it, but I don't like it all in the same sense. But I'm like, we just gonna have to work with it today. And just going in on the other eye with the same color, that 518. And then again, packing it on because I want to make sure it's nice and bright. Alrighty, so now I'm going into the color called B. This is another one of those colors where it's like, I like it, but I don't like it. But it's all a matter of just making sure you pack it on correct and just going from there, basically. So just slowly packing it on, making sure it's blended. You really, when I tell y'all really got to pack these colors on, really got to pack them on. Just because it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't go right. I don't know if it's just weird. But we made it work. I made it work, y'all. Because it's nice, pretty transition. And it came out a lot better than I thought it was going to come out. So that was the main thing that I was happy about. And then just going in on the other eye, doing the same thing, making sure it's all blended out, nicely transition. Taking my time with it. And then I sometimes had to go back between the orange and the yellow color just to make sure that nothing overpowered the other color. Then I'm going back in with that M506 brush, just right above my cut crease, just to darken the line up just a little bit. And then going back in with that E27 brush just to make sure that orange shade that we originally started out with is still there and popping. And then going back in with that M506 brush just to make sure those darker colors are dominant as well still. Cleanup time. Always just make sure that, I know you'll probably have some fallout, guys, just from using the palettes. Fallout doesn't really bother me. It's just a matter of me just making sure it's all cleaned up. So you can just take a regular makeup wipe and just kind of go from there. I decided to put a little liquid glitter on. I got these from Amazon, I want to say. I just really wanted those colors to really pop, basically. So the liquid eyeliner, I used the color gold, basically, just to make sure it was like really like bold and out there. Alright guys, foundation time. I use Fenty Beauty foundation. I am in the shade 420, so I'm kind of still in my summer shade. And I use the soft matte, basically, because I like to be more of a matte than more so of a dewy. I'm just taking a regular blending brush, not blending brush, Lord, a beauty blender. Sorry about that. And just getting it all over my face, basically. Alright, for concealer, I am using L.A Girl. I always use the color Fawn. And then just going into my major T-zones, cheeks, nose, forehead, above the lip, and chin. Then I'm just taking a beauty blender and I sprayed it with a little finishing spray just to wet the beauty blender a little bit. Sometimes I do that just to make it a little bit easier for me to blend that in. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I just know that it works. So if y'all haven't tried it, try wetting your beauty blender first and then blending in your makeup. I promise you, it'll change your life. Alrighty guys, eyeliner time. As you can see, I was trying to struggle with a tiny mirror. Then I said, forget it. And I had two mirrors sitting to the side of me. First one didn't work. So I went with my old trusty dusty regular mirror. I use a marker eyeliner, if that's what, I think that's what it's called. It's by Haus Laboratory, if I'm saying that correctly. I'll put the link down in the description below. I got this in a boxy charm, and when I tell y'all this is my all-time favorite liner, I'm real picky about my liner. These are the bomb. I go searching for something yet again. I promise y'all, the amount of stuff that I lose while doing my makeup is ridiculous. I was looking for my eyeliner, y'all, just so I could do my underlid. It's the problem, I tell you. It's all bad. It's all bad. Going in with some mascara on my lashes. I use Better Than Sex, all-time favorite mascara. So the plan was to originally put my eyelashes on camera because you can see I'm putting the glue on it, but as you know how that goes, sometimes you gotta fight with a lash. But I am going to be putting on lashes by a lash line called Yourstrulylashbar. Putting down the description in the low for you guys as well. And then going in with my highlight now. Y'all know my favorite time is highlight time, as always. Going in with my Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette. And for the lips, I'm just going in with a simple black lip liner. I had decided to make my lips dark at first, but then I didn't like how it looked, so I took it all off. So just eyelining my lips and just throwing a little lip gloss on it, just to really complete the look. And that's pretty much it for the look, guys. Let me know if you like it. Comment down in the comment section below. Let me know if you want to see something different. I hope you guys like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!